believe that they're worse than the Hells Angels or MS-13, or that they're in league with the Janjaweed and ISIS. I just don't believe that. And it'd be pretty hard to convince me of that. I had a pretty rough and tumble upbringing by my own self, and I've been in and out of a couple of places and passed through a few circles of people, and never was this something that was with people who were, not good people. Never is this something. You never get to the neighborhood of this. And that claim is completely outrageous. It's so insane as to be laughable. But I think that it's like the old Goebbels axiom that's attributed to Goebbels, even though he didn't come up with it. Joey Goebbels, Adolf Hitler's press guy. And he said, you make the lie big enough that no one will dare not believe it. And the lies that the Democrats have trotted out here are so incredibly huge that I guess they're going with the old Goebbels axiom, that if you make the lie big enough, no one will dare not believe it. Note that they've stopped talking about that whole gang rape thing, because it's so completely absurd on its face. And the woman is a sham, and she's in shambles, and she makes a mockery of humanity, I think. And I read a number of stories about her yesterday, the ex-boyfriend, how she enjoyed group sex with large groups of men, or multiple men, not just two, but multiple. And going back to high school, this was sort of a fixation of hers, or she had an affinity for such things. And I just, to suggest that that's credible is an IQ test. It really is. I mean, I don't know what planet you're from. If you're buying that, you're not very smart, or you're easily fooled, which might be the same thing. And then there's the weenie wagging thing from Yale, Ramirez. And Ramirez told her own friends, according to the New York Times, which you must believe because they're a Democrat institution, she told a bunch of her friends that she couldn't remember who it was. But then she went ahead and told the New Yorker that it was Brett Kavanaugh. So those two are just like, it's like Joe Pesci and my cousin Vinny. I'm done with that guy. Alright? Because now you're just done with those. Now you're down to Christine Blasey Ford, who's got CRS and she can't remember stuff, and there's so much that she can't remember that it's just not credible. It's just not. It wouldn't hold up in court. And don't tell me it's not a court. I know what it is and I know what it's not. It's a court. It's a kangaroo court. It's a lynching. High-tech or not. It's a replay of what the Democrats tried to do to Clarence Thomas, did to Clarence Thomas. And they dialed it up some. Child gang rape, drugging, passing out, like Japanese troops in the Philippines in World War II. You people are out of your minds. I mean, honestly, if you're buying into this, you've got issues that I can't help you with. And then when I come to the conclusion, which I have, that this is a complete railroad job, a lynch, then I've got to say, as an American, I come out in defense of the person who's being wrong. And Christine Blasey may believe, and maybe somebody did jump on her when she was 15 years old. I have no reason to believe that that person, if there is such a person, was Brett Kavanaugh, and I have plenty of reason. They found evidence, something called evidence, which Democrats have rejected, along with due process, and the concept of innocent until proven guilty. Those are very important words in Western civilization. But the Democrats have thrown all that over for a seat on the Supreme Court, because those are the kind of people they are. You know what kind of country they're bringing about, don't you? Kind of it's an atheocracy, like the Soviet Union created. It is a version of, a rendition of, a theocratic regime thought without God. Well, it's not without God. It's just that God, as I think of God, has been erased from the picture. They've made themselves into God. They are the God. They control the rise of the oceans, the climate, the weather is under their control. If you argue with them, you're a denier. But it put me in mind of a story out of Saudi Arabia, which is pretty amusing. Saudi woman, quote, barred from marrying man who played musical instruments. I'm sorry, what's this, sir? A Saudi woman has reportedly lost a legal battle. A battle to marry the man of her choice after her family objected to the marriage because he, the man in question, plays a musical instrument. Boy, they are strict. I wonder if the man was Chunk Todd, because Chunk, I think, plays the flugelhorn, doesn't he? Is it the French one? He's in the marching band. He's got one of those tall hats with a pompadour on it, or a plume, or something like that. A lower court backed that view, and its verdict has now been confirmed at appeal, a lawyer at the local media said. Relatives of the woman, a bank manager, how can she be a bank manager? She's a woman. So to allow her to arrest a man, a teacher, saying he is loot. His lute, he plays a lute, playing made them, quote, religiously incompatible. This is like, I found out that they voted for Trump or something like that, and you can't date him anymore, and do like that. The man plays the lute, therefore you can't marry him because, you can't make music, you can't do that. That's great. Yeah, the guy that kicked the woman, the pro-life woman, he kicked her. Took a big high kick, like he's in a chorus line. These are not good people. Not good people. Staggering number of troops are fat and tired, a new report says. A 2018 RAND report. They used to be the RAND Corporation, and they just went down to RAND. I like RAND Corporation better. 2018 RAND report on health promotion and disease prevention has painted a grim picture of the military's physical fitness and sleep standards. The study, featuring roughly 18,000 randomly selected participants across the military service branches, showed that almost 66% of service members are considered to be either overweight or obese based on the military's use of body mass index as a measuring standard. While the number of overweight service members is a cause for concern, it correlates with the obesity epidemic plaguing the United States. Whereas of 2015, 1 in 3 young adults are considered too fat to enlist in the military. That's kind of discouraging, isn't it? Creating a difficult environment for recruiters to find suitable candidates for military service. Broken down by service, the 2018 report lists the Army as the branch accounting for the highest percentage of overweight troops, with 69.4% of soldiers falling under that category, nearly 70% in the Army, followed by the Coast Guard. The Coast Guard, 67.8%, the Navy, 64.6%, Air Force, 63.1%, and not surprisingly, the Marine Corps comes in best, with only 60.9% coming in as obese. Most of them probably don't meet the body mass index because they're too strong, because they're Marines, They rush into buildings that are on fire, stuff like that. Rescue people. The kind of people that are Marines. They're the leanest, they're the meanest, they're the fittest. But that's not saying very much in the modern world because they can hardly find anybody to even, meet the baseline requirements to even sign up. University of Southern Maine offered a one-credit pop-up course to harass Senator Susan Collins. Sounds like a good idea. We should go harass the snot out of Chuck Schumer and just... but we won't do that, though. We're like normal people. See, you can't, conservatives will say, oh, come on, it wasn't over when the Germans bombed Pearl Harbor. Try to get everybody to rush out the door to go protest or something. But you're not going to do it because we're not insane. They have all the insane people. It's kind of unfair. You can have them, though. You go ahead and keep them. They're running the protesters are running a thing up on Capitol Hill today. They got a big screen up on Capitol Hill. They're projecting on the screen and playing on a loop for 24 hours or something. The Billy Bush thing, where President Trump says, and if you're famous, they let you. They'll probably edit that out because, how lefties are, they're very corrupt. And they're running this on a loop. And I said, oh, I'd like to get a screen next to that and run on a loop. Bill Clinton saying it depends on what the meaning of the word is, and then have Paula Jones testifying up there on a loop. Paula Jones testifying about Attorney General Bill Clinton wagging his weenie in her face and telling her what to do with it. And then Juanita Broadrick up there telling her story being raped by Bill Clinton. And we're going to have those on a loop on the board next to him. And then, you're going to have a big, like, medieval battle with the people at the other screen over there. Yeah, University of Southern Maine are up to one credit pop-up course, which gives you credit to go harass Senator Susan Collins. We all know that Senator Susan Collins' possible swing vote when it comes to confirmation Supreme Court nominee Brett Kavanaugh. The University of Southern Maine was busted for offering a tuition-free credit to students willing to ride a bus to Washington, D.C. and protest. We should have blown a bridge as they were driving over it on the way here. The University of Maine is offering a free course credit to students who travel to D.C. to harass Senator Collins. Bonus points if you're willing to get arrested. Conservatives need not apply. And conservatives won't apply because we're not morons. We're not brain damaged. We're not mental cases. We're not going to ride a bus anywhere to complain about anything because we're well-adjusted normal people. And most of us are we're really normal. Heterosexual, man, woman. We know what our gender is. We're not confused about that. We're not bi anything. We're not bipolar, binary. We're bifocal. We're not none of that stuff. Hey, you ever look at your credit card statement and been shocked by the interest rate and the number in that little box? Do you know that you can actually roll all of your credit card debt into one monthly payment at a lower fixed rate? Well, I'm here to tell you, the average credit card... I'm not too space. We'll get to that coming up. Check out the webpage. Hey, this is great. Watch what happens. You know, the chief Trump supporters around. Watch when this tiny little guy goes after a Trump supporter. Big, enormous Trump supporter. Watch what happens to him. Also, speaking of slippery Chuck Schumer, watch this. Here's another collage of some of his flip-flops. He takes every side of every issue. He'll say anything. Oh, and then look at this. This is the difference between high school 10 years ago and now. Pretty interesting. The difference. It's all up on the webpage. Go to 710WOR.com/Mark. 710WOR.com/Mark. New York. About 17, 18 when I was in the military. The effects of my daily life was were up on the couch for about 5, 6 years. So the smell, lost a few girlfriends behind it, a lot of money. I was trying to have an alternative to smoking. I think one of the tech magazines wrote an article on it. I ordered one up there. That was the first time I got the Juul. I gave it a chance. I wish I'd found it a long time ago. Get the flavor and satisfaction of smoking without lingering odor. Switch to Juul. Check out JUUL.com.
Warning, this product contains nicotine. Nicotine is an addictive chemical.
Hey, did you hear that last ad? I know. You might be skeptical, but trust me. It's variety that's really satisfying. If you're ready to switch from cigarettes, Juul is an option you'll definitely want to try. You'll be happy you did. Don't wait. Give Juul a shot. If you're not getting the best night's sleep, try different things. Most important thing is the pillow. Yeah, you get an expensive mattress and buy a special sheet of pillow, the right pillow. A My Pillow has worked for 35 million people. That's how many people use it. It's got that special patented filling. It gives you better support than a regular pillow. Not too much, not too little, just the right support. A My Pillow is made right here in the USA. It's also non-allergenic. It's got a 60-night money-back guarantee. It's got a 10-year warranty. So if you order right now, they got a great deal. You get a premium My Pillow. You can get a second one free. Just use the promo code WOR. So 2 premium My Pillows, half price. Just go to mypillow.com. mypillow.com to get that special price. They'll ask you for a promo code. Just type in WOR. Sometimes it seems that cancer treatment benefits everyone except the patient. Like endless chemo or radical surgery, losing an arm or a leg or a breast or a lung or a prostate or a bladder. But cancer treatment benefits everyone except one person. It's time for Dr. Lederman. It's for that person that I went to medical school. Not for the drug companies, not for the hospitals. One doctor stood up and brought brain radiosurgery to New York. First was body radiosurgery in America. Every hospital thought standard treatment was okay. One doctor understood that non-invasive, visible radiosurgery might be better than
27 now for free information. You're backed by hard assets in New York, Hoboken, Philadelphia, and Gallery Health through Florida. Call 201-210-2727 for the 20% return real estate back unit for your IRA or tax WABC listeners get 30% off all new MyPillow mattress topper and 2 standard MyPillows in one great bundle. Go right now to MyPillow.com today and use the promo code WABC. That's MyPillow.com.
If you plan on buying or selling a home, listen to this important message from Rex. There's no longer any reason to pay 6% to sell your home. Introducing Rex. Rex sells homes for the lowest fee in the industry, 2%. Solely saving consumers thousands of dollars per transaction. With Rex, you get a full-service team backed by technology. They don't market homes the way traditional agents do. Rex uses big data and machine learning to attract hundreds of qualified buyers directly to your home the moment it goes on the market. And Rex charges only 2% total, not the 6% commission your local broker expects. Get started now by calling 833-REX-HOME. Rex can also help you buy a home. Your licensed Rex agent will arrange showings, negotiate offers, drive you to escrow, and think you can pre-qualify for a mortgage at the lowest available rate. Rex is with you every step of the way. To speak with a Rex representative, call now at 833-REX-HOME. License number 103-11207-158.
Enable Alexa and ask to open 77 WABC on Alexa devices now.
Do it now. And don't miss a thing. 77 WABC. Now on Echo devices.
CNN is very, very corrupt. Last night on CNN, they brought on a Yale dorm mate of Brett Kavanaugh's, who wrote a piece for the far left-wing Slate magazine online, saying that Brett Kavanaugh didn't tell the truth about drinking during the hearing because he said, but you know, this guy they brought him on CNN, Jamie Roach, and he said, I didn't socialize with Brett. That's what he told CNN. But being in the same room where we slept, I saw him when he arrived home regularly, and I saw him in the morning. And I can tell you that he would come home and he was incoherent, stumbling. Well, that's it. You got him now. He would sometimes be singing, he said. Singing? We can't have a singing Supreme Court justice. Well, Anthony Scalia used to sing.
Chris Plant
JDiet.com studios. 77 WABC, New York News. Now.
President Trump ready for confirmation. 69 degrees, cloudy in the city, 69 in Port Washington. I'm Julia Huddy with your headlines. Brought to you by MyPillow. Visit MyPillow.com and enter promo code WABC. The FBI file on the allegations against Supreme Court nominee Brett Kavanaugh is in. With the latest, here's correspondent Bob Constantine.
Whatever's in the new FBI background report, President Trump is satisfied his nominee belongs on the Supreme Court. He tweets, the harsh and unfair treatment of Judge Brett Kavanaugh is having an incredible upward impact on voters. The people get it far better than the politicians. Most importantly, this great life cannot be ruined by mean and despicable Democrats and totally uncorroborated allegations.
That was Bob Constantini. Meantime, an 11th hour reprieve for a disgraced politician. His name, Sheldon Silver. WABC's Darlene Petcor has that story.
It's another get-out-of-jail-free card for Silver. A 3-judge Manhattan appeals court has granted the former New York Assembly Speaker a 2-month reprieve. The 74-year-old was ordered to begin a 7-year prison sentence on Friday, following his conviction back in May. Now Silver has until at least December 10th under new terms for preparing legal briefs in his appeal. I'm Sarah Lee Kempler for 77 WABC News.
Thanks, Sarah Lee. Now here's Tom Note with traffic.
From the RaceTeams.com Traffic Center, we're still looking at some pretty hefty wait times reported at the George Washington Bridge. The upper deck recently suffering an accident, so they're still stacked up to the tune of about 20-25 minutes. If you go for the lower deck to avoid it, you've got about a 15-minute wait because of construction ongoing. Construction back to Jersey on both decks makes for the usual holdups on the westbound Cross Bronx and the ramps off of Egan. Now downriver, at least some better news. Both the Lincoln Tunnel and the Holland Tunnel easing out nicely. The Hudson is tied up coming out of the city. If you're going north of the Bronx, the Hudson River Parkway construction work in Mount Vernon from around exit 8 up through 13, pushing delays well back down the line. I-95 is going to be your better option. Over to Jersey, ongoing construction delays west on Route 80. Midday work till 3 o'clock. Knocks out the left lane at exit 61 to 50.